Hello, this is the lecture number 2 for the chapter Application of Derivative for the class 12th, and we have done up to question number 7 of the first exercise. Now we'll starting with question number 8. In the question number 8, it is given that the volume of the sphere is increasing at a rate of 900 centimeter per second, and you have to find the rate of change of the radius of the sphere when the radius is 15 centimeter. At that particular point when the radius is 15, you have to find the rate of change of its radius. We know that the volume of the sphere when the radius of the sphere is r is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Differentiate both sides with respect to time. So dv upon dt is equal to 3 pi r square dr upon dt. So replace the value of r, replace the value of dv upon dt. We have to obtain the value of dr upon dt, which is equal to 1 upon pi, which means that the radius is increasing at a rate of 1 pi centimeter per second. Now in question number 9, you have to find the rate of change of volume of the circle when the radius of the sphere is 10 and there is a variable radius it is given. So it means here you have to differentiate with respect to radius of the sphere. So v is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So dv upon dr, see it here, dv upon dr, we are differentiating with respect to r because in this question it is given that there is a change in the radius. So it will be 3 r square. We don't have to write dr upon dt because we are differentiating both sides with respect to r. The value of r is given, that is 10. So it is 400 pi centimeter cube per centimeter. See it, per centimeter, not per second, because it is given that the change in the radius is given and you have to find the rate of change of volume of the sphere when there is a change in the radius. So per centimeter change in the radius will increase the volume of the sphere by 400 pi. Now in question number 10, it is given there is a wall, there is a ladder leaning against a wall and the length of the ladder is 5 meter, and it is given that the base of the ladder is moving away at a rate of 0.02 meter per second. Yeah, it is given as 0.02 meter per second. It is given rate of change of its base, that is the base of the ladder is moving away from the wall. So it means the x is increasing. Now we know that 5 square is equal to y square plus x square. Pythagoras you have to use. Differentiate both sides with respect to time. 0, 2x dx upon dt, 2y dy upon dt. We know the value of x. We know the value of dx upon dt. We have to find the value of dy upon dt by how much rate the top of the ladder is moving down. We don't know the value of y. We have to find dy upon dt, dx upon dt is given, x is given, but we don't know y when x is 4. So here you have to do it. When x is equal to 4, use the Pythagoras theorem. When x is equal to 4, find the value of y. So 5 square is equal to y square plus 4 square will get 3. So when x is equal to 4, y will be equal to 3. So you have to put at y is equal to 3 when x is equal to 4. And you are getting the dy upon dt as negative. It means that the top of the ladder will be going down when the base of the ladder is moving away from the wall. Naturally, the top of the ladder will go down. So that is why we are getting negative sign, and you have to write that the top of the ladder is moving down at a rate of 8 upon 3 meter per second. Now in question number 11, it is given that the y coordinate is changing 8 times the x coordinate. It is given that the y coordinate is changing at 8 times the x coordinate. It is given the y coordinate is changing 8 times the x coordinate, and it is given that 6y is equal to x cube plus 3. You have to find the point coordinate of that point. So differentiate both sides with respect to time. So 6 dy upon dt is equal to 3x square dx upon dt, because we have differentiated both sides with respect to time. And it is given that dy upon dt is equal to 8 dx upon dt. To replace the value of dy upon dt as 8 dx upon dt. Dx upon dt will be cancelled out with dx upon dt. 48 upon 3 will be 16. So x square will be equal to 16. So x will be equal to plus minus 4. So x is equal to 4, y is equal to, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 1, minus 4. When x is equal to 4, find the value of y by putting it here. When x is equal to minus 4, find the point by putting the value of x is equal to minus 4 here. You will get the coordinates of that point. In question number 12, it is given that the radius of the bubble is increasing at a rate of 0.5 centimeter per second. the radius of the bubble is increasing at a rate of half centimeter per second. You have to find the rate of change or a rate of increase of the volume of the sphere. Now we know that the volume of the sphere, bubble is sphere, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Differentiate both sides with respect to time, because it is given that the radius is changing at a rate of half centimeter per second. So dv upon dt will be equal to 4 pi r square dr upon dt. R cube derivative will be 3 r square dr upon dt. 3 will be cancelled out. It will be 4 pi r square dr upon dt. The value of r is given. The value of dr upon dt is given. So we have obtained 2 pi centimeter cube per second. It means that the volume of the bubble is increasing at a rate of 2 pi centimeter cube per second. Now in question number 13, it is again we have the sphere and there is a variable radius. Variable radius means a variable diameter. It means there is a variable radius means there is a change in the radius of the sphere. Now the radius is given as 3 upon 4 2x plus 1. Then the volume of the sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Replace the value of r which is given in terms of x. Simplify it. It will become 9 upon 16 pi 2x plus 1. So now we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x, because the variable is the radius and the radius is in terms of x. So therefore the x will be variable here. So you have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. So dv upon dx will be equal to, differentiated, 3 2x plus 1 whole square into 2. You know the derivation. So this is unit cube per unit. See it very carefully because the units are not given. So rate of change of volume with respect to x will be this unit cube per unit. It can be centimeter cube per centimeter, meter cube per minute, like this, because the dimensions of the radius or diameter is not given. In question number 14, there is a pipe from which a sand is coming out at a rate of 12 centimeter cube per second, and it is given that running sand form a cone on the ground, conical heap on the ground. You know that when some solid or some sand is flowed on the ground, it will form a conical shape, and it is given that the radius height of the conical heap is 1/6 the radius of the heap. It is given that the height of the heap or the conical heap is 1/6 the radius of the heap, and you have to find the rate of change of its height, rate of change or rate of increase of the height when the sand is coming out from that pipe. That means rate of change of volume is given 12 centimeter per cube per second. Now we know that the volume of the cone is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Now it is given that r is equal to 6h, because you have to find dh upon dt, you have to eliminate r. So r is 6h. Now differentiate both sides with respect to time. So dv upon dt will be equal to 36 pi h square dh upon dt. The derivative of h cube will be 3h square dh upon dt. Now the value of h is given, that is 4. dv upon dt is given as 12. We can easily find dh upon dt, which is equal to 1 upon 48 pi centimeter cube per second. It means the height of that conical heat is increasing at a rate of 1 upon 48 pi centimeter per second. So this is the question number 14. The relationship between the radius and the height is given, and you have to find the rate of change of the height of that heap. Now in question number 15, 16, 17, 18 are very simple. You have to find the marginal cost at 17 when the cost function is given. The marginal cost means you have to find the change in the cost of that object when the value of x is given. So marginal means change. So you simply differentiate cx. C dash x will be equal to 0.021x square minus 0.06x plus 15. This is the derivation of 6cx. Replace the value of x by 17, you will get the marginal revenue. You can simplify it. Similarly, in question number 16, you have to find the marginal revenue. You have to find r-7. You have to marginal revenue at x is equal to 7. Differentiate rx and replace the x by 7. In question number 17, you have to find the rate of change of area of the circle with respect to r. So you have to find area of the circle is pi r square. You have to differentiate both sides with respect to r. This is just as question number 1 we have done. In question number 18, you have to find the marginal revenue again at x equal to 15. Simply find r dash x and replace the value of x by 15. So this is the question number 15, 16, 17, 18. They are very, very simple. So in this, the question number 14 is important and question number 11 is important. Question number 10 is very, very important. Question number 7 is very, very important. Question number 2 is important of this exercise. Okay, we'll discuss the next topic in the next lecture. Thank you.